To change the weight sensors, you need to first remove the upper and lower covers on the front of the drone. To remove the upper and lower front covers, take out the four 2.5 mm screws on the top and the four 2.5 mm screws on the bottom. The screws on the bottom can be a challenge, so we will take the bit out of the holder and turn it by hand to remove those screws. Since these screws are upside down in the shell, you must turn the bit right to loosen them and left to tighten them again. Once the front covers are removed, pop off the shielding in front of the spray system on the back of the tank and disconnect the spraying signal cable as well as the hose lines with the thumb nuts. Once these are all disconnected, the tank can be removed. After removing the spray tank, go back to the front of the drone and look for the cable plug that is labeled weight. Unplug that connector from the cable distribution board and remove the weight sensors from their holders. They can be popped out of place by applying pressure with a flathead screwdriver at a slightly upward angle in the slot underneath the sensor. With the sensors removed from their holders, their wires can be removed from the cable clips along the frame and the old weight sensors can be discarded. Before putting the new sensors back on the drone, make sure to note the 12-digit number that is written on the top as it will be required for calibration. All three individual sensors have the same digit number on them, so it is only necessary to take a photo of one of the individual sensors. After you have made note of the 12-digit K value on the load sensor, route the white connector so that it plugs back into the spot that is labeled weight on the cable distribution board. After that is plugged in, you can begin putting them back onto their mount pieces and tucking the wires back into the frame. Once the load sensors are mounted and the connector is plugged back in, put the spray tank back in the drone and reconnect the arm hoses and spraying signal cable. Don't forget to put the spray system shield back on the back of the spray tank. It clips at the top and on the elbow pieces of the impeller pump modules. With the tank back in the drone, it's time to put the top and bottom front covers back on. It is critical that the tabs on the top cover are behind the tabs on the bottom cover, otherwise it will not close properly. The spraying signal cable also must be routed through the groove in the back of the bottom cover for it to close properly. After the front covers are back on the drone, secure them with the 8 2.5 mm screws and you'll be ready to do a weight calibration. To perform a weight calibration after replacing the scales, you will first have to put in the new K values that are written on the top of the new weight sensors. To enter these numbers, first tap Begin, then tap on the gear in the top right, and then tap on Spraying System Settings. Scroll down to the bottom until you get to the weight sensors and tap on Weight Sensors. Next, tap on Advanced Settings and tap in the box with the existing numbers. Clear the old numbers with backspace and type in your new 12-digit K value. Once you have typed in the number, tap the blue check mark in the bottom right. After you hit the blue check mark, there is a caution box that warns changing this may cause errors. Tap OK, and when you do, the numbers that you've put in will get rounded. Tap the back arrow in the center of the page to go back to the weight sensor settings. Before doing a tare calibration, open the valve on the rear of the tank and drain it completely. Now, with an empty spray tank, tap Calibrate on tare calibration, then Continue, and lastly Start calibration, and it should calibrate immediately. After you see the calibrated message from tare calibration, fill a jug with 20 liters of water, put it in the drone, and do a weight calibration. Lastly, tap Calibrate beside Weight Calibration, then Start Calibration, and it should calibrate immediately. Now you have successfully changed your weight sensors and have done a weight calibration.